10 seconds remaining.
Are we looking for an off lane as the finalizing for Boom Esports?
Yeah,
Should be.
unless they want to put the puck there, which is very uncommon, but not impossible, especially when you have a Tusk sort of frontline hero there. Definitely possible.
What's the advantage to running the puck off lane, GoDz?
Just to avoid the TA matchup. If there's like a really good counter pick, they could run mid against the TA, but that run has been banned out. Here, I know you've been waiting to see that.
I know, and then they ban it on me.
I don't think there's, it's more, yeah, you can pick something mid that's going to go more even with the TA. There's no maybe super hard counter picks. Doom is also banned out, so I think puck mid just makes way more sense because you can just utilize the runes so well, and it's just, you don't want to go try something too out of the box in a TI elimination match.
Yeah, and as we said, the
that
matchup
is
isn't that bad anymore. Like, it used to be much worse when there weren't as many runes. But now it's quite okay.
I did, fail to mention that this is now in the lower bracket too, so this is going to be an elimination for whatever team unfortunately loses the series. So yeah, not going to do experimentation out there. They're going to definitely be sticking, I think, to the late game again, trying to run tried and true to what they really know works. But Boom are going to ban the jug instead. Clearly something that they're just not thinking about running. What is Jug a really good counter to that they might be trying to work up to here in their draft?
It's it's a magic immune a carry with magic built-in magic immunity, similar to the life stealer. Ursa's kind of the same with the enrage. It's not life. It's you have a lot of damage block where you can tank through the eclipse. You can also kill the egg with rage or blade fury, or Ursa is good at killing the egg as well. So I think that's kind of the main idea Boom has with banning these heroes.
5 seconds.
Yeah. What are we thinking for the carry then? I thought about Drow Ranger, but potentially that leaves their backline pretty exposed. But you don't want to pick a greedy carry either, because you got a TA already.
Boom also gets the counter
Medusa.
Yeah, when Boom see it, they can. You have to pick something very safe. I feel like the Drow can be exposed based on what.
What about like a gyrocopter or something like that?
Yeah,
I feel it covers
Are
both
they looking?
most matchups, and then Phoenix is not that good against it.
I think maybe even like a Wraith King. Just do Wraith King AA or something.
Wraith King?
Like, I don't know. It's
get
a
behind
bit
that.
out of meta now, but I think it just seems like a safe choice to me. It isn't counted too bad by anything.
Go real greedy and run a PL.
Yeah, I mean, it could potentially work. It's not the best matchup against Puck, but we have seen some ultra greedy lineups before, like TA Spectre, even like some TB TA together. It can work. And Ricky could also be really good for them.
Yeah. I mean, they're taking their time. They're running out. They're only down to... They are going to go that rate. We saw it earlier today as well in one of the series. That's a really good call. Something that they know is going to scale quite well. They're quite tanky.
I'm a little bit afraid that they might want to farm too much with this. Like, Mars needs at least one item to be really efficient and effective, and so does TA and Wraith King. Like, they all need to farm at least one item, which might leave their early game a little bit exposed.
5 seconds remaining.
Is it really easy for Boom to utilize the fact that they can be so weak early game to just shut them down? Is it something that they need to focus on one, or do they just rotate around the whole map as a win condition and just try and get pick off after pick off after pick off?
I think their last pick will tell us like the whole story of what they want to do. It's just tough. Like, Necrophos would be a perfect pick here, but they have AA. Again, I hate AA. Hero. Oh, Ember again. They're putting Puck off lane.
Okay. There you go, you called it. So then,
Interesting.
how much do you like the Puck offlane? Is it enough for you to think that Boom have it with the draft here?
This Ember is actually insane, I think. They have no catch for him at all. Like, they will need a Mars Yule Scepter to ever be able to catch him. And Puck is also pretty much unkillable until then. I like the draft quite a bit. Maybe the lane isn't as strong, but the mid game should be quite strong.
Yeah. I feel like this is the way you punish the greed. Maybe this will be the first game where we see teams trying to play super fast tempo, ending the game by 30, 35 minutes. Because that, to me, is what... When I see this Boom draft, I'm like, yeah, they see Wraith King TA, they see greed. They're looking to run over them. They're looking to play fast. They've got Luna, who power farms the early game and then comes online fast with, like, 2 items, takes Roshan. I like Boom's draft a lot better, but it doesn't fit the meta we've been seeing, which is maybe the one question mark with it, because it doesn't say they're going to play a slow game.
they definitely need to stick to what they've drafted for, right? They need to stay in their heads and make sure that they don't get, too distracted or anything like that with trying to out-farm Execration's draft. I think if they have a really strong early game, they keep it really aggressive. If they can get those pickoffs, I think Boom is going to probably, like you said, stomp this one a little bit and have it over in one of the quickest times we'll probably ever see in the past 2 days. But if it doesn't go that way, let's say the game goes past 45, 50 minutes, is it just one of those things that it's inevitable Execration will win?
Not necessarily, right?
Inevitable? Yeah.
Well, Ember, Puck, both, like, there's so little catch for these heroes, so I feel like even late game could go either way, which is where Boom's in a good position, because if they can early game snowball it, but if it does turn into a slow-paced farm game, I think they still have options. I like how, Nat, this is your first start event, when you're saying if it goes past, a fast win to 45, 50 minutes. So for you a 40-minute game is a quick game.
I know. Yeah. It's insane that I've just become accustomed to these 8.5 hour days already.
Yeah, I feel a little bit sorry for you.
Oh, look, you got to learn at some point, but I'll let you guys jump into game number 1. I'm very excited to see how long this game really does go for.
Well, here we are, Black. It is elimination time. We cast those upper bracket matches tonight. TNC, amazing Dota. 2 of the best teams, perhaps the 2 best teams in the region. Obviously, a lot at stake to spot in the grand finals, but a lot more at stake here. This is to stay alive in these TI10 qualifiers.
Yeah, no more extra lives. Well, I guess in the BO3 you sort of have 1 extra life, but no more serious loss allowed. So it's going to be even more intense than what it already was. But Boom, and especially Execration, they've been here before. They've done it in the past. Yeah, nice. De-smoke, unsmoke. What is the right verb for that? Is there one?
Smoke reveal? Oh, you mean like when you reveal the smoke?
30 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, you would just say I broke the smoke, but
yeah,
I unsmoked them.
You revealed. I think it's just reveal, right?
Okay, so it's just
I'm going with reveal.
The easy way. Okay, fine.
I like Mikoto standing here, not letting BDZ scout for the ward because he can reveal the fact there is a ward here. But Mikoto being there means it's a bit harder. Here we go, though. Contest over on this bottom bounty rune. Boom. Wanted to make a play for these runes. They dodge the arrow, but he doesn't have the dive. He's gone for the Fire Spirit, so he could be in some trouble if they want to chase for it. But Palos has 10 seconds. Wait for Wraith Fire Blast, so they're not going to chase.
Yep. 2 rune split as well. And this Ember pick I like quite a bit. Like, it lanes decently against TA. I still give the lane favor to TA.
Ooh.
Simply because his level 1 Melt Strike is too good. -5 armor.
Oh, I thought there was lane dodging. It looked like FBZ was orbing towards bottom, but then he changed his mind and is not going towards bottom. It seemed for a second they wanted to swap lanes, but they won't.
Aggro tri-lane, huh? Who actually wins this? I feel like Tusk, Luna, Phoenix should win this, right? If they just change the lanes.
Well, we'll see if maybe the Tusk comes down there as well. Leaving the
Looks like he's just pulling the creep wave right now. To get a fast 2. And then TP down there to just get a quick first blood or so. But yeah, Mars definitely beats Puck 1v1 in the side lane like this. So the lane setup, I'm actually quite a fan of.
Oh, and a Courier gets found at bottom lane. That's going to make this lane a little bit harder without that extra salve. I'm surprised. Do you think Tusk needs to go for this creep wave pull when it is a 2v1 lane?
I mean, he's just doing it to enable himself and get a fast level 2, so he can rotate bottom and kill there. But it's definitely going to gimp his Puck a little bit. So he will have to make really good use of this level 2, quickly.
He's telling his Puck, like... Well, Puck's also getting to pressure Nico in the top lane. He's getting very low in this Mars, so... A lot of harass coming in. But yeah, like you say, it is making the Puck's life a bit harder with the reduced experience.
He gets 2 TPs bottom straight away, and should be first blood.
Yep. Coming on in. They weren't ready for this one. Great call there, Black. Seeing what was going to be happening.
This is really the power of these +4 heroes. They just pull the creep like that. Earth Spirit can do a very similar thing, where you just then TP to the tri-lane. They're under-leveled, of course, because they're tri-laning. And suddenly you just come there, kill the guy. And it could potentially just win them the lane.
Yeah. And Mirana was arrowing the range creep out of range, giving Wraith King solo XP, but a level 2 Wraith King doesn't really isn't a power spike at all. Like the Tusk getting an extra spell is a whole lot. Wraith King's not a hero that actually gets much stronger with these levels. Another
Who
tag
gets the
team down
scepter?
bottom. They've got the Wraith King caught in an ice shards here. They're looking to follow this one up. With the Lucent Beam mini stun, Palos could be in some trouble. Nice arrow coming in from BDZ, and the dive will slow him down further. There's the level 2 strength. Kezku's willing to dive for this one, and it sure as hell looks like he will. Hyde gets the kill with the boots. He should be able to escape here.
Oh, the courier! No, there's so much gold in there.
Oh.
Ah.
Unfortunately, was too focused on chasing, didn't micro the courier.
Yeah, but a lot of solo experience here for the Luna under the tower. If Tusk wants to give it to him. Nah, he's like, nah, you don't need it. But he gives him a healing self in exchange. He's a good merchant. Getting the trades. How's mid lane looking? Mikoto is actually owning quite hard. As I said, he drops very low. But Mikoto is also one of the strongest mid laners in all of Dota. He didn't really get a chance to shine yet, like on an international stage, but his mechanical skill is really good.
I've said it, I think, on Twitter and stuff. Is like he's a player I'm surprised hasn't been picked up by like a international team yet or poached by someone. Boom has done a good job holding on to him because he is a star in the making, or really has been a star. I feel like.
Yeah, like I speak to him quite a bit on Steam. Like the biggest problem with him is that he's not comfortable with English. Like I'm sure he's had a lot of offers already. It just if you can't communicate in a game like Dota, obviously it's very difficult.
I'm sure Indonesian Dota fans are grateful that he's here because he is a big part of why Boom's gone this far, as is the whole team. You know, FBZ's offlane has been really solid. Dreamercell being back on the team, they're looking like the Boom of old, where they have had some success in the past, but often the case with this team is they look good, but then something just goes wrong in those big clutch moments. They sometimes lose those crazy late games, so we'll see if they can change that story in these qualifiers.
I think that's actually their biggest weakness. Like, even though they try to go for late game a lot, I think that's their biggest weakness, their late game. I think their mid game team fights are really, really good most of the time.
Well, we'll see. I mean, this is a less late game oriented draft, so we'll see if they play accordingly. Obviously, right now, it's just the laning stage, so it's not like we're going to see exactly what they have in mind for their playstyle wise, but their draft does indicate they want to play. Nix is there with a dive, the slow to help him out.
Nice
the arrow
arrow.
gonna nicely land. BDZ, the courier comes in as well. They may lose another courier. BDZ trying to leap over and get it, but the Fire Spirit slow, not enough to keep the courier alive, and then also Luna and Mirana gonna die in the process.
Yeah, I really feel like as though these courier kills kind of lost Boom the lane down there. Or rather salvaged the lane for Execration. Because after that first spot, it did not look good for them. They managed to
It's
kill
what,
how many
three?
couriers now?
Three? Yeah,
Four?
they was it 4? At
I
least
think three.
They killed the Phoenixes that was bringing the salve at the start. They killed the Tuss on the tower, and then they just killed the Lunas, which was just gold, really. It didn't actually change the lane, but the salve at the start makes a big difference. And also,
and every
just
courier kill is also creep, right?
Yeah, exactly. For these dire supports who aren't hitting creeps, they just get 3 free creep kills, basically.
Yeah. Puck still holding his own on the top lane. He's actually TPing back to base, just 1 creep shy of level 6, so he can't really make a rotation happen just yet. And no boots either. But of course he's a Puck, so he's just gonna be orbing back to lane.
Alright. Well,
Wraith King is really rich.
yeah, he's top net worth. He's having a great time, getting all the creeps in the world. Phase boots up early so they can keep playing aggressive. Going for the second point in the Wraith Fire Blast since it is a tri-lane. Be tri-lane, and it does feel like this tri-lane's been a success, Black.
Yeah. They're doing very well there. Luna is shut down. And Wraith King is completely free farming. Probably needs some rotation here from either the Puck or the Ember soon.
I mean, that Puck, you mentioned maybe his lane being hurt by the Tuss early wave pull. He's losing his lane. Mars is decent-sized CS advantage up here.
Yeah. I mean, he basically started the lane with a whole creep advantage, right?
Lane.
Like creep wave.
We get the Wraith King. Nice initiation, but the counterplay could be there. They want this Luna, but he's got the stick charges as well as the raindrops, so it's not enough to keep him alive. And with the leap in, Mirana has an offensive urn charge, doing some good damage here, but no more leap charges for a couple of seconds means they can't chase.
Yeah, feels like as though every time they get a kill, they need to dive really deep. They were tanking 2 creep waves and a couple of Wraith King skeletons. and just dealt way too much damage. Even more damage than the heroes, I think.
I like this from Execration, the TA falling back to the jungle for a little bit just to get those neutral items. Makoto doing the same on his Ember, but those neutral items could make a difference, especially in like what seems to be this aggressive Trial versus Trial, and it looks like it may change as finally there is going to be the first big rotation. It's not an offensive one, it's just Palos on the Wraith King saying, I'm going to come top to farm. But also maybe look to make a play. Nice spear into Arena. Nails the puck, followed up by a Wraith Fire Blast. Have they got the damage? It looks like it with Makoto rotating up here too, but FBZ, he barely gets away with the help of the bottle charges. They'll turn it around, they'll kill Nico and Palos.
Palos dice
No
is really
level
bad.
6. Yep, he just TP'd up here, and they should be able to chase him down. Makoto was ready for this one with the Sunray to help do some damage here. Palos trying to get out of this one. Makoto's got no fire remnants, but Palos, I don't think he can really survive. They should be able to chase him with another orb. We'll find out soon enough. He's juking with the phase boots. Maybe he just lives. Wow.
Wow, okay. I did not expect him to get out of there. In the meantime, Tuss died at the bot rune to the TA. A lot of traps have been popped there. But this gives a lot of space to Luna at least. And Wraith King was busy running around for a good half minute.
Good old Possess Mask on Luna too.
Of course. What else would he find?
Okay. What else? Exactly.
Yeah, there was a sick play by Mars actually. He speared first and then Arena. Pretty rare play. Not a lot of people would feel comfortable doing it, I feel like.
I thought Wraith King was just TPing up to their farm, but the fact, yeah, they actually found a way to make a play. Didn't work on the puck, but it sure as hell looked pretty and was well executed.
And was really close too. He had like what, 100 health?
This freed up some of these lanes for some of these supports to try to get some experience. Phoenix taking over the mid lane, but Luna continuing to farm down bottom. Doesn't want to go jungle just yet. Has 3 points in the passive, but I guess because it was this tri lane, but probably looking for those glaives to be leveled up with just the 1 point in Lucent Beam. No point getting any kind of early eclipse.
Yeah. He's going as greedy as you can, almost. He went boots before Mom, but he's going Mask of Madness straight away. To be able to farm the jungle efficiently and get ahead of this Wraith King potentially.
Yeah, that's one advantage this Luna will have over the Wraith King is that farming speed, but not over the TA. Looking at this TA, 5k net worth sitting on top, and
yeah,
that's that's just TA things, I guess. You can't really do much about that. TA with full access to the jungle, and because of this tri-lane versus tri-lane, none of these Radiant heroes have been able to really move off the map to block the Ancients or contest the TA farming.
Yeah. Interesting skill build too from the TA. Usually we see only one level in Melt, but he's maxing it before the Psyblade. He gets a lot of attack range, of course, from the Talent as well as Dragonlance. It's pretty unusual.
I guess the Psyblade scaling, like it goes up only by 50 range each level, so maybe just feeling like the way it scales is not quite as value.
He has a DD as well. One spear is gonna net a kill here.
The Meld is also nice for farming those Ancients. This is a kind of power farming tool. They're patiently waiting. It is just a Tusk. Level 6 already on the support Tusk. Good place to be as they are looking to trade these offlane towers. Tusk is trying to TP out, recognizing this is not a safe place to be.
Yeah, he's out of here.
Towards mid. They pressure mid. No one's here right now to defend this one, and they have got a Supernova to fight around.
Nico has a TP though on this. Actually smoking him from behind, yeah.
I think, boom, as soon as they lose bottom, they recognize it's no longer safe, so playing the caution game, and they're going to fall back. Luna doing Luna things, farming the triangle, but where Execration going to go with this smoke? Doesn't look like they want to be too aggressive. They are just looking to clear out their own jungle. They scan the high ground, allowing Nico to walk up. He's going to be fishing for somebody, but there is a ward. He's going to get spotted. I believe the ward should... Oh, maybe he's just out of range here. FBZ's going to be careful. Makoto too. These heroes both have escaped. Jaunt away from FBZ, so that's where they were able to stay.
That's what we spoke about. It was so hard to catch them pre-Yule Scepter from the Mars. It's just like a random arrow really that can kill them. It'll be a tough ask, but so far they have gotten away with the greed pretty well. Okay, ahead.
Are you surprised they didn't pick some kind of more like, Lion type reliable lockdown? It was a first pick puck after all.
Yeah. I mean, it has been all about stuns basically, right? And being able to lock heroes down. Why Lion is so popular. And they didn't pick any of it here. Would have loved to see a Lion. What did they pick instead? A, right? And then a Mirana.
They picked AA before they saw anything, so
Yeah, I know, that was first pick, but the Mirana was
Yeah.
the questionable one.
maybe Lion was banned. I can't recall those. I think most of the second phase bans were on carries, but there may have been a Lion ban.
Radiant are
Yeah,
scared.
potentially. Also don't quite
we go.
remember.
Boom, smoking up, looking to make their own play. Luna, of course, is going to sit back, farm the jungle, has the max out Moonglaze and Luna Blessing now. It's level 10, still no points in the Eclipse. Okay, there we go. Gets the first point in the Eclipse.
Is it
As-
worth it though? Without beam?
I think so. I thought he was going to get his talent or something, get the 15 attack speed going.
Yeah. I mean, now every Eclipse beam is 75 damage. It's very painful.
He'll start leveling the Lucent Beam now because I think he will want to. He's going to want a team fight soon. I think Boom are feeling like their draft it comes online around that 20-minute mark with, Luna having Manta plus I guess goes to Dragonlance in there as well. But like Dragonlance, Manta, BKB, that's when they want to have an Aegis and be going high ground.
Dire's top tower
Oh
is
yeah,
under
certainly. The draft has a really good power spec at the time. And it's always very scary to go late game against an A. Because the Satanic just is worthless. It doesn't do anything against the hero. Big smoke up, 3 heroes. Mars, no blink dagger or anything. So this is, again, Puck. They can't kill him.
So the
Looking
Puck,
at mid lane.
so the Puck TP mid and cancel those. So perhaps they're making this play because they know a TP is on cooldown, which is potentially
Luna?
important.
Or they're actually going back to the jungle looking for the Luna, but they're going the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower
They
is
guess
under
wrong, but they
attack.
have an idea maybe where FBZ is. They are pinging him. Can they get... Oh, dodges the spear. Is there any follow-ups done? Not really, unless they hit a miracle arrow. FBZ jaunts away. He's... Okay, BTZ goes for the courier instead.
Shot.
A pretty good courier kill. Was a TP on it. Now he doesn't have one. He's probably just gonna go back to base. But yeah, it's just almost impossible. Like, Puck is always gonna react to those spears. Just too slow. Not a whole lot you can do about it.
But the Yule Scepter is going to be the item. Nico looks to rush here.
Yeah. Looks
For
like
Wraith
Ember is
King-
going first item BKB.
Okay. Alana played very aggressive. What do you make of the Wraith King build? We're not seeing any of that kind of old school Radiance type build, Armlet, Blink, and squad's queued up.
Yeah. I think that's only because he's playing with a TA in his team. And you don't... Like, you already have a really greedy draft. You don't want to itemize in a greedy way. Too, because then after that, suddenly you just have no chance of team fighting at all. So I like this quite a bit. And this is usually the other build that we see, right? It's either this or the Radiance build. EA? Oh, she already finished her Deso. Deso Dragonlance, minute 15. Pretty rich.
Pretty rich indeed. Luna, the
Pretty
closest in net worth, is still over 1,000 gold behind, so it's just been constantly farming those ancients while Dreamcell, had that slow start, died twice in lane, has been free farming since then, but the perfect game for Luna, although it has been obviously a very good one. But it's Execration, that's all they can do is sit back and farm, and they are ahead in this farm battle, but they can't make plays because of how elusive Puck and Ember are right now.
They have Mars duels now, so they
Ooh,
can
okay.
set up reliably on the Ember as
Right.
well as Puck. And so far the big loser is really the Puck. He's very underfarmed. He's actually going Witchblade first from the offlane role. Very uncommon. Usually you would just be going for a Blink Veil or something like that. More itemizing like a mid Puck.
He hasn't finished it. It actually looks like he may go for the blink first. Or he's considering the blink first. We'll see. Okay, no, he does finish it. I say that. He had
Cancel
like...
his TP.
Okay. That's the second one. FBZ... I mean, this... I don't know for sure, but I feel like FBZ not really known for his Puck. Even when it was an offlane hero, it was not something FBZ was playing all that much.
Yeah, I would agree. He's more the Mars Doom kind of player. AA might be the first victim of this Witchblade Puck here. But yeah, the problem now is a little bit that they don't have any great initiation because the Puck chose to go for this damage route rather than the utility route. And he's quite far away from his Blink Dagger now.
Well, we'll see if Execration can make some moves using this Yule Scepter initiation. They've got the Wraith King Blink Armor online, so they've got that way to start a fight. They may just be the ones themselves going for Roche. They'd love a pick off first, and with Vision in the top lane, they're going to see this Tusk. Should be a freebie kill if they want it. Commit the arena. I mean, that speaks to this kind of game, what the kind of game this is. If you're willing to throw an arena ulti just for a support Tusk, you know, they're not expecting much action.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like we sound like a broken record this time, but all these games are looking like this. It's really strange, like what happened at this qualifier. It started off really aggressively and fights all over the place, but the deeper we get into the tournament, the longer they drag out and the less fights there are.
Top tower is under attack.
We always starting to hit
Gatherer
Roshan.
going on. There is no arena, but the spear actually doesn't get him out of the Yule Scepter. Gets the coil out onto Nico, and the Sunray follow-up trying to heal up the puck if needed. The snowball's there as well. They get Mars down low, but there's not enough damage. He's got the regen room, but I don't think he's going to get a chance to pop it. And Makoto with the BKB Sleight of Fist over Corrosion. He's just doing a lot of damage on the front line. Should be able to kill Palos once, but with the armlet toggle, maybe not. Goes for the Searing Chains, Sleight of Fist. He's still toggling even through the Searing Chains. Palos is able to stay alive with armlet toggles. Nicely played by the Wraith King.
Yeah, that was a good 4 or 5 toggles, which is not easy. Through the Fire Spirit, through the chains, as you said. Well played by him. Are they gonna go back to Roshan? There's no egg. Mars is back up in 10. Still Eclipse though. They have to
Keep the
worry
Luna
about.
up here. Blink stun with an arrow follow-up and an Ice Blast. This should be a dead Luna. They've got it. That ward paying dividends here. The Mirana's going to pay the price, and there is going to be revenge here coming out Boom's way. Palos, maybe in over his head, doesn't have the BKB yet.
He has Blink.
Can he get out? The
Nice
orb was
timing,
there waiting for him. Yep. FBZ knew what he was trying to do. As Palos, armlet toggling once again. Can he do it a second time? He's staying alive for now with the Mars Arena rotation. They get the puck. FBZ goes down, and with TA showing up as well, the Wraith King, he survives. He blinks away back to safety. Hyde now the one in trouble on the Tusk. Doesn't have any of his spells up. Needs to get into the trees. Needs to juke. Will successfully get himself out of there. The spear from Nico fishing, but nobody in the
Make
trees.
an armlet look like a completely broken item.
This is looking, you know, like, what was it? Like TI6? Husker armlet toggles, you know?
Yeah. Or some Arteezy lifesteal toggles.
Yep. A tune. Not a player we should be bringing up. I think he got disqualified from TI qualifiers. Was it him?
He had good toggles.
Was it him? Was it really him doing the toggle with no black?
Well, that is the question, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, it's fine. I still had to press it. Or something he said. I'm not sure what the explanation was.
He just pushed one button instead of two, like most people who are toggling. I
Yeah.
push two buttons, he pushes one.
That's balance right there. I
know,
love
it's
the
like-
explanation too.
I mean, it's like you get ballista, I don't get ballista. You know, it's the same thing. It's like last game.
What do you want, man? This is how it goes, bro. Oh man, we have definitely had a lot of funny incidents in Dota.
Yeah.
And the
Over
funniest
the years.
explanations of why it happened. I still remember there was a Meepo scripted too, and he was like, I didn't know this is not allowed. What do you mean?
It was definitely kind of like the Wild West days where, you know, some of that stuff was not.
I mean, it wasn't
clearly
written in
outlined.
rules,
Fine.
but it's like, you have like unspoken rules.
Yeah. Players
Everybody respects.
mostly know. Arrow set up with the Yule Scepter down bottom. The Mirana going for a Yule's as well, but he gets.
You got clipped by the
Wow.
clipped by the blast.
The Ice Blast flying over. I love this from the Mirana. We haven't seen really any Yule's Mirana in a long time. This used to be the go-to first item on Mirana, but this is a game where you need that setup, and BDZ recognizes it.
So
Very
you
smart
didn't
heads-up play.
BKB? You can definitely BKB out of that.
Dire structures are fortified.
I guess he wasn't maybe expecting to die there. He wanted to hold on to it.
Yeah. Maybe didn't expect the Wraith King follow up there.
Is under attack.
They're keeping in there, looking to punish this Wraith King perhaps. His BKB's coming out on the career, but it's not here yet. Can they
Armlet though.
get in here fast enough? Yeah, the armlet, it's a better BKB. They jump in with the coil. He breaks the coil now.
Is
With
it
the
alive?
4-star. That's his first life. Can they kill him a second time? The career's going to be here soon, and Wraith King's just going to look to turn and fight with the Supernova. The arrow going to come out onto Hyde. He goes down on the Wraith King. He's back to the high ground. He's back to safety.
Last.
And look to turn and fight. Oh, the career died!
They lost the
Oh,
BKB.
The
And
puck
the
sacked
blast
his
hit him
career.
right in the forehead.
But Execration still the high ground advantage. They're still jumping and looking to fight. Even Wraith King, he just gets instantly
He's gonna
silent.
BKB.
The primary damage doing too much here as well. Palos, can he get back to safety? The Ember Spirit zipping in, zipping out. The
Ogling.
coach is going to BKB. He needs to get him
Ogling.
through the BKB toggle. Toggle back? Nope, no toggles this time. Makoto gets the kill. And they also got the Mars as well. On the run is RR, whose Moonlight Shadow is going to be protecting him. Marana helping bail them out a little bit there.
They knew he had no BKB, but they still chose to commit.
Yeah.
The Eclipse absolutely shredded him.
Oof. That.
Hey, very big overcommitment there. That was.
Did you see
not
how the
necessary.
Courier got sniped? Was it this micro? Because I saw that it said the Puck killed it, but Puck was like at the tower.
I did not see actually. Yeah, it's a very big pickoff, which leads to the teamfight victory there.
Makoto having a good game so far in this Ember Spirit. DBZ blinking and looking for a Yules, but it's caught by a Puck coil. There's going to be a nice arena set. The Sunray following up. Puck gets off the jaunt though with the snowball save. Hyde helping bail his Puck out, who orbs to the low ground. And now Hyde has set his team up for success with a Marana kill and the save on the Puck. He does die in the process as Palos shows up looking for revenge, takes out the Luna. And it's actually Execration who bounced back.
That Luna with Mom activated and Melt Strike from the TA,
Oh.
who also had a DD. He just got imploded.
Now TA going to be able to take out this tier 1 mid tower possible. Deny?
Deny it?
No.
Go on.
Radiant's middle
Alright, I
tower
was like,
has
okay.
fallen.
I'm a support, I'll take it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
One of the rare occasions where support takes the tower.
Well,
Yeah, he has to be a little more careful here on Dreamo Cell until he gets his BKB. He's very squishy, especially when he uses Mom.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
Level 2 egg online already though from the Phoenix. Pretty high level.
yeah. And I guess the one downside of the Yules Marana build is that you aren't as good at killing this egg. It's not like that Treads BKB build we've been seeing,
Dire's
so
tower is under
egg could
They
be
have
pretty
no good egg
effective
kill
this game.
actually.
Yeah.
TA potentially, like you're definitely gonna outrange it, but if you're busy hitting the egg, it means you'll probably lose the
Top.
teamfight anyways. Oh,
The
nice.
phase shift onto the spear.
Did he mistime it or
Um,
must have? It's not super easy.
Standing on top of him, yeah. I guess he just didn't get. So you can always get that spear out of the Yules if you time it perfectly.
Every time. Yeah. Because there's like this
Oh!
0.
He gets it.
You
He
speared
snaps
him.
FBZ. As he was TPing, he's still probably going to live here, but Arrow going to scout him out, doesn't hit him. FBZ has
Another
it.
spear 3.
I don't think you can actually get
Here?
this Puck. We're going to find out. He's still juking. The trees have been cut down here. But yeah, I think you're just wasting your time trying to kill this Puck. It was nice. It does stop Boom. Maybe they were looking for like a smoke play, so without the Puck, they are going to be forced to... Puck has to walk back to base to get mana now.
Yep, essentially. Pretty interesting play. Plays all around really. Like they thought he was stuck around and he did. As the TP's out, he catches him. Yo, he finished his BKB and his Hurricane Pike also. He's very, very rich.
As the growth
Luna
bow,
needs
which is-
BKB.
Yeah, the growth bow is nice for killing the egg and as well as extra attack
is
range,
under
so...
attack.
Or they scout the Luna with the trap. Ping him out immediately. They're gonna make a move.
Pre-BKB, but looks like that just gives them the confidence perhaps to take over this bottom side of the map. They want this tier 2 tower so they can get the outpost, I imagine.
Yeah, and they have Wraith King Skeletons to do the job for them, so it should go down momentarily.
Tower is under attack.
Surprisingly,
Luna
neither
looking?
team's actually taken Roche yet.
But Luna's dipping down it? No way. Yeah, cancel that. Oh,
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I got a little bit scared there.
your inner Kara, suddenly you're living vicariously through this Luna saying, no, don't do this.
Bottom tower is under
This is
attack.
how you throw game 1.
Oh no, yeah. This is a TI qualifier. You can't allow
Dire's
yourself to
top
do this
tower
kind of
is
stuff.
under attack.
BKB is now online though, so he's gonna be very strong. Still has to be a little bit careful though. Like when Mom is activated and Melt Strike is on, he is gonna go into
Yeah.
the single-digit armor.
This TA does not care about the BKB. Even the Wraith King does pretty heavy physical damage at this point too.
He's going AC, so even more minus armor.
Hello?
Kind of looking around.
Are they going to look to break? They can throw out the Puck Dream Coil. Onto 2 here. Marana just trying to stay on the edge. Accidentally breaks it perhaps. Hyde follows up with a Walrus Punch. That's going to bring down the Marana. Meanwhile, on the backline, Nico throws out the
More
arena,
damage!
but Kodo gets the BKB off and managing to juke them with the Fire
Ice
Remnant.
blast!
It's Gets to dodge this one. Doesn't get caught by it, and it's Palos being kited by the Searing Chain. Drew Missile just going to loosen beam to zone him away.
It was a very good coil break by the Yule Scepter from Nico.
Alright, they need some neutral. I see this Ember with an Ocean Heart at 27 minutes. That's got to change.
What do they have? He has a Nether Shawl, which is kind of bad against
He
TA
did.
and Wraith King,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
the minus armor. Yeah, I don't think anybody wants that Nether Shawl. That's
Yeah, the first time I see Nether Shawl not being picked up, because usually the stats are pretty broken.
Now they get some good items. Quickening Charm can
Elven
easily
Tunic
go the
is
way
perfect.
of Ember. Yeah.
Yeah, I would give Quickening to Ember. You can make much better use of the cooldowns, I feel like.
They'll get some more items. We'll see what comes their way as Execration make an aggressive play towards top, but not able to connect on anything. Trying to take advantage of those BKB cooldowns, but not achieving it. Boom, all itemizing, getting like plate mails. Makoto's got a Shiva's Guard queued up to go with that plate mail, so I imagine Luna's going to go very stat heavy to kind of try and protect herself with additional armor. Has the Skadi queued up, so they know what to go.
Tusk has taken the Paladin Sword. I've not seen that, like, ever.
Just holding it for Luna, right? No, actually, Luna wants the evasion, it seems.
Yeah. I thought Ember might want to have the Paladin Sword, though. It's way better than the Ocean Heart.
Yeah, is Tusk just going it for the plus 20 damage?
I guess. He heals a little bit more from Wand.
Gets the Dream Coil out. Snowball is there as well as a blink away. They're just trying to disengage on the boom side. And Shard's just going to perhaps block some of the supporting casts from helping out Palos, who is kind of burning low, does have the BKB that he's holding on to. Meanwhile, the Mars has to get back to safety. Doesn't want to throw out his BKB preemptively. RR has a salve from the shovel. So he's like, you know, I got you, buddy. Earn charges, salves. We got what we need to contest. It's interesting these teams didn't go for Roche earlier, because definitely both Strath do, but it seems like now is the time where they're deciding this is where Roche matters most.
Yeah, usually the second Roche dies at this point. And there's gonna be smoke action. No one's there to... Oh, BDZ.
Run into Mirana, instantly leaps away before Hyde can get him with the Warrior's Punch. He blinked in looking for it.
Arrow. Nah, you're not just gonna be hitting Roshan, right? They are.
They are. By the way, Black.
Ice Blast coming in is gonna be a big one.
They'll amplify the urn healing. Tusk is like, I'm just trying to get that healing going, but as Palos blinks onto the high ground, the snowball is there, but this Tusk perhaps is going to die once he comes out of it. Gets the blink out. He's still alive with the help of the spider legs. Palos committed his BKB for this one, and Makoto, is there a follow-up stun? He gets caught by a Yule Scepter, but he gets a side of fist off before the spear can hit him. Makoto back to safety, using that Pupil's Gift to give him some extra strength. FBZ.
Yeah, this Luna is feeling very strong. Is BKB still online? He's the only one that has BKB available right now, and TA.
They may just go
They
into the
feel
Roshan pit with that.
now.
All of
Still
these
have
heroes on
Arena.
the dire side are low mana. AA TP's back to base to get the mana for the Ice Blast. Is throwing it from the base. Arrow gonna go flying through. Doesn't clip anything.
Ice Blast is...
Now they know it's on cooldown, but it did clip the Luna, so Dream Missile's like, nope, get me out of there.
Ice Blast is just such a nasty effect. Like, it's definitely top 2, I think, in... Oh my god, I hate seeing that on myself. The other one would probably be Hex. Or maybe Shadow Demon Purge. Be annoying too.
No, both teams continue the standoff around the Roshan pit. Ember is able to go and push out and defend bottom lane because of the remnants, so...
Roche dying fast.
Into the pit, yeah, with this TA. They've got their BKBs back up on the Execration side. They need to get back over here, the Ember. What's the play and call going to be? They've got Dream Missile in the mid lane. They may just be giving up this Roshan. They've got to get in there.
No way.
They scouted out. They hit it with the Fire Spirit. That's going to slow this down a little bit, and Makoto is back now. Roshan very low, so they've gotten here at the right time to perhaps steal Roshan if they win this fight. Blink it from Palace. He goes in looking for the Luna. They spear to follow up the stun. The Ice Blast is going to clip him. That's a big Ice Blast. The Phoenix now in trouble as well. Gets blown up. Does it buyback? We'll have to commit it immediately. But Boom maybe going to have to wait out this Ice Blast before the Luna's ready to fight. Execration, however, do not want to go into the pit. They're gonna throw out a Moonlight
It's arena on
Shadow.
cooldown. It's the biggest team fight ability
Yeah.
though. They all have BKB still. Luna is sitting at a little bit low health. No earn charges.
Radiant are scared.
It's a tough call to make. Like this Luna could just implode.
Yeah, exactly. And the Mask of Madness will give you some life steal, but it's also gonna make you very, very vulnerable. Perhaps they're hoping that maybe the Luna goes on the front lines and has that Sunray to back him up. Dreamer Cell, there we go. Life steal a bit in the mid lane.
Wraith King has DD though. He's gonna crit for like 1,000. I don't know if they know that he has a DD. Well, now they do. They're going back in the pit again.
Use that double damage. They scout it out
Stuck.
immediately. The Sunray is there. Yeah, he's stuck a bit, taking a lot of damage.
Is under attack.
We'll get back out of the pit. Back in he goes though. Wants to commit to this Roshan. They orb through. Oh, okay. That's one time for a pause.
Mouse.
Mouse problem. All right, they say go immediately. This is it. Teams is discussing frantically.
What are we gonna do, guys? I'm gonna go in with this orb.
I mean, if anything, yeah, Boom's the team that is happy. Like, they're the ones that need to decide, do we go in or not? And they get a, you know, split second to decide here. The BKB is committed from the Wraith King. He's going to BKB, go for Roche. Mikoto looks for the steal. Who's getting the Aegis?
Got it.
It's still on the ground. He gets that.
got it.
Mikoto gets it. Can he get out as well? He's going to die immediately. They kill the Wraith King once as well. They may just be able to kill him a second time if they're not careful. The arena goes down the spear. Catches Mikoto on the respawn. Can they keep Mikoto alive? He gets stunned as well. The Sunray heal is not enough. They lose Mikoto, but they kill Wraith King in the process, and they're chasing, looking for more. This Luna Eclipse absolutely shredding them. And they've caught Mars with the Yule Scepter. Mars goes down. Boom may have lost their Ember, but securing the Aegis, they tipped the Ember. They're happy with what he did. He set them up for success.
What happened there, Roche, by the way? That Aegis was sitting there on the floor for like a good 3 seconds. Neither Wraith King nor Ember picked it up right away.
Yeah.
They were like right-clicking each other or something. Like, I got it.
Somebody, yes. It's like somebody was body blocking it.
Yeah. Yeah, Wraith King committed his BKB on his first life for the Roshan. He respawns, eats a full Eclipse, and just dies straight away. No chance to fight back without that BKB. Maybe the pause hurted him a little bit there, Execration, overthinking things.
Yeah, they tried
Also,
to
of
play
course,
rather.
giving time for them.
It's like so many players try to play like based on, you know, instinct, whereas in that moment it's like, okay, they overthink it. And
That BKB was pretty unnecessary. Yule Scepter, set up. Oh,
This
arrow
time
just
he-
off the mark.
I mean,
But that probably wouldn't
there
have
was
killed
no
him.
follow-up. You don't think Mirana can solo kill the Luna?
Close. Like, just needs like 10 arrows. Ascari finished now on Luna. Actually makes her really tanky, sitting at 3k health.
Well, that was just Roche number 1, by the way. Usually you see
Yeah.
much earlier Roches, but... And neither team really ends up with the Aegis since it gets popped right away. So perhaps we go back to the status quo, which is, you know, both teams farming their different areas of the map. We're headed late game.
Yep.
Do you favor either team, or is this just going to be another, you know, wild, whoever plays better takes the game kind of situation?
Late game, I actually think Radiant is quite a bit stronger, simply because they have so much mobility, and you don't really want to itemize into like a Hex on TA or Abyssal on Wraith King. Like you could, but other items are just more efficient. So they kind of have to litter their item slots with inefficient items to be able to play against them late game. That's why I give them the edge.
Boom. Pulling out a perhaps more well-rounded draft. They're looking to take advantage. They smoke up. And over another spell that's, you know, the longer this game goes, you look at level 3 Supernova, perhaps get an Ag set for some save later, or just even some of these high-level talents, and it can get very difficult for Execration in these team fights.
Yep. And Mikoto now with the Shiva's Guard should be pretty survivable.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And an Arcane Rune to boot. One of the best runes on
Dire's
any spirit, really.
has fallen.
All these spirits love these Arcane Runes.
Vengeful
But
Spirit,
yeah,
likes the Arcane
as you
Ring.
said, we're...
Dire's top tower.
Do we have the Vengeful Spirit? Is that dead here? Oh, hold that thought. Spear in the mid lane. They get Mikoto, but the arrow follow-up comes a little bit too late to chain stun him. Snowball comes in, they get the coil just on one. It's the Mirana, though. Maybe not the best target. Is the arena coming into play? Going to force Makoto to BKB. He's going to chase his way out of the arena. Instead, it's going to be the Tusk caught inside, who gets blown up. Now the Egg, the next target. Can they bring it down in time? It's going to be close. They do manage to bring it down. Dream Missile on the front line throws out the Eclipse and just looking to right-click down Palace on the Wraith King. They'll kill him at least once. And I believe they should be able to get him a second time. With the TA dead, Palace in all sorts of trouble. Oro trying to bail him out with a Force Staff. Is that going to be enough? He is going to be chased down here. Makoto gets speared back, and with the Searing Chain, Palos gets found, and Nico needs to scurry his way out of there with the spider legs.
Yeah, they do end up killing the Egg, but it put them in such a bad position that the Lunar Glaives just absolutely obliterated them. They also had to expend their BKBs for it. As soon as they run out, the Eclipse just kills TA, no problem whatsoever. He itemized into a lot of damage, but he's not very survivable without BKB.
Alright. Well, it's Luna pushing high ground. If they get a tier 3 tower,
a side or two.
Yeah. One tier 3 tower means rack, because you don't want to come near those bouncing glaives. And right now, if they want to defend even a second lane, they're going to need to buy back this Wraith King, I believe.
So fast.
Oh, they do buy back with the spear in. They go in on the Luna. The snowball save is there, and now they're going to... Okay. Ice Blast is down. Luna has to go back to the low ground. Is level 25. Doesn't want to maybe go in with the Ice Blast effect on, but it's about to wear off. So Luna looking to re-engage back onto the high ground. Doesn't have the tough snowball save anymore. Another Wraith Fire Blast is there, but Makoto, he's on the back lines. He's chasing down these supports. Coil onto the Mirana. Not the coil perhaps FBZ was looking for, but the Luna just going to look to finish off the racks. Goes for the BKB TP out as the Wraith King reincarnation is popped. Makoto left alone. Does he have the tools to escape this one? Answer is no. Gets brought down. Left alone, they get the racks. Do suffer a couple of losses in doing so.
Yeah, a little over-aggressive. He was just in front of the stairs at the fountain there. I don't think he had any business being there.
This is deja vu from the last time he played.
Luna's pushing out all the way bottom. Make a caught here.
Oh, they have the outpost.
Run.
No BKB. Hurricane Pike away. Ice Blast is going to be placed perfectly. TA still chasing, has a force.
Puck.
I don't think they maybe realized the BKB cooldown. Instead it's Puck.
Yeah, Puck was there to sort of interrupt them. So
yeah.
At least they got something. Yeah, but Puck really saved his Luna there. Good job, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, it was, yeah, the Luna kind of put them in a tricky position there with that, pushing out that bottom lane when they don't have the outpost control. That outpost making all the difference.
Very curious about the talent decision here from Nico as well. He didn't choose to go for the spear stun duration, even though they already lack a lot of stuns.
True.
Interesting. But still, the only two lockdowns they really have is an arrow and a spear. Maybe Wraith King stun, but it's so slow. For Nullifier. So what is Nullifier good against here? Are there any Aeon Discs out? Puck has one.
Ghost Scepter and an Aeon Disc that I can see.
This is a decent pickup. I'd rather see like an Abyssal Blade, to be honest, just to be able to catch heroes. The problem is Nullifier won't help you fight this Luna at all.
Alright. Well, see if they come up with any answers for this Luna. Right now, they just need to perhaps out-execute these team fights. The key spell, from what I'm seeing, it seems to be this Ice Blast. If they can land that with a chain stun, they can blow up any hero.
100%. Like this Ice Vortex also making heroes so squishy. With that 24% increase in damage.
As for Boom, they're going to back off and wait. Perhaps Roshan is going to be what both teams are really eyeing off for the next big clash.
I don't know how to kill Ember Spirit now. It just finishes Lincoln Sphere, so you can't dual set up on him anymore. It's gonna be a very tough kill.
Yep. He's been just playing so far forward, able to just jump the backlines almost unafraid. He did die in that last fight doing so, and now he hits level 25, so the slide of
fist charges. Yeah, which is interesting. Usually he goes for the Remnant charge. Wonder what made him go for the fist this time around.
Playing with the Ag Scepter too, but not the case this game. Going much more for that kind of frontline Ember. Perhaps with the Luna on your team, he just needs to be more of a frontliner, because that's what we're seeing often. He's got Luna and Puck, so if he's not going in, who does?
It makes a lot of sense anyways, because they're tough to save.
Nico, where's the detect? Kezu gets Silence up
What's
on the
that?
beast, get hit by an arrow. He just gets blown up. Not the position he wanted to be in. Now Makoto needs to be careful on the Ember, looking to run away. The Ice Blast flying on over Makoto with the Lincolns. Gets clipped by the Ice Blast.
Grab.
Yeah.
Looking to chase. Double damage TA. Can find anything here. They won't be
I'd
able to.
love a Roche respawn, and it has respawned. A fast Roche respawn for Execration
God.
with a TA. That's huge. I don't know if Radiant's scouted out yet. The puck not in the neighborhood to go in orbit, and they scan it out. So maybe now they get an idea. They're going to send out some illusions, perhaps. But this
too
Phoenix
fast.
may need to buy back. Yeah, it's just dying too fast. Oh, ice shots keeps racing away, and they steal it. Where's the Ember? Are they looking to go in? Makoto? Nope, he's too late for this one. It's already been claimed. Yaoi popped the BKB and everything just to make sure
Arrow.
they won that fight. Makoto. That's the one thing that can perhaps get him. Yeah, I'm about to say, I felt that lag spike. That's the one
Lag.
thing Makoto cannot get arrowed.
I have 200 ping all the time, so. Lagger.
They're going to turn this one
He has
around.
no
They go.
BKB to notice.
Alright, they want to take this fight. Dream Missile pops his own BKB, is looking to bring down the TA, gets the 4-staff away, but he's still going to go down even inside the Glimmer Cave. The chase is on now. They want more. They want Nico, and they'll get him. Dream Missile's holding the Eclipse. He's still got it from when these BKBs wear off. This Luna is a big, big problem. The Butterfly being completed now with the egg behind him to back him up. That's going to
know
force
BKB.
Execration away, and yeah, TA does not have the BKB for this fight. The Eclipse coming out, but it's being kited. They get away from the Eclipse, so Dream Missile not connecting the way it's hoped to, but it's still channeling it. It still gets the TA in the end. Great ice shot. Blocks up Palos. There's nothing to get him out of this. He's stuck. He's trapped. No reincarnation. No buyback. It's a dead Wraith King.
And this might be game over here. What a great decision to take this fight, despite them having Aegis Cheese. I feel like a lot of teams would not be this decisive. They knew they would win this fight, because TA without BKB is nothing.
That's what, we've seen been missing, is that boldness in these SEA qualifiers. Sometimes teams play too safe, but Boom say, screw it, you just got Aegis. We don't care. You wasted your TA BKB. We're going to punish you. And now they're going to get tier 4 towers, and they're going to force buybacks. Wraith King doesn't have one. That's
They should
something
know this.
Yeah, they should know. It's on cooldown, so Boom may just be able to force the throne here. What can Execration
really
do? They
bad
need
to
it for
defend.
initiation.
Yeah.
Missile's going to be a
Half of
little
his
bit
tower's
careful.
down.
The Sunray kill is there. Arena coming out. Dream Missile gets the 4-staff, and with the Minotaur Horn, he gets out of the arena thanks to the Horn. He didn't even have to commit his BKB. A great play from him. And now Ember on the backline is just zoning them away, where Luna works in the build. Tier 4 down. Next in line is going to be the throne. Nico trying to stop it with the Bulwark, but it's not doing a whole lot. Luna just bouncing around off the throne. Can't do anything to stop this Luna. They try and blink in. They get the spear onto the racks. Luna in some trouble. He still has the BKB. Doesn't have any way to lifesteal though. No sleep panic. The throne getting low. They're just hitting it with the other heroes. It's going to be game over. Boom. Take game 1.
And that's what we're looking for. Some good aggression. They're going all in on the throne. They know they can do it. And they just had no chance of defending. As soon as their tier 4 tower falls, these bounces were just way too much to handle for them.
Yeah.
Luna in a nutshell.
Whew. Boom winning a quick game, Black. 44 minutes. That was over. You blink, you miss it. That was such a quick game.
Yeah, it's funny that our definition of fast now is 44 minutes, but faster than most.
I feel like even at the major, a 44-minute game, you'd be like, whoa, that was a long game.
Yeah, like I think the average game time was like 30, if even.
But SEA teams, they're just built different here. These guys play for the late game, but Boom say, when they smell blood in the water, they're going to strike, and that's exactly what happens here. Game 1 goes their way. We're going to be back after a quick break, bringing that as we get ourselves ready for game number 2.